Hi everyone, welcome back to the session of numericals based on specific latent heat capacity. Let's continue our sums. Fifth question, it's an easy question, but while calculating you have to be little careful. Okay, here we have ice having mass of 40 gram is mixed up with 100 gram of water at 50 degrees Celsius. We have to find the final temperature. Okay, so mass of ice is 40 gram and it mixed up with a water of mass 200 gram at a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. We have to find out the final temperature. And the specific heat capacity of water is 4.2 joule per gram Kelvin. Okay. So here left side heat energy absorbed and heat energy liberated will be there. Who knows heat energy? Water loses its energy and that energy will be absorbed by the ice. Okay. Heat energy lost by water. Okay. I am writing it as Q1 that is equal to MC delta T. So Q1 is equal to what we will get? Mass of water is 200. Specific heat capacity is 4.2 and the temperature change is 50 minus T. It's a smaller value. So we don't know what is the value. Okay. Consider it as a first equation. Now we'll see the right side. Before that, we have to draw a figure. Ice at 0 degrees Celsius. First, it has to reach to water at 0 degrees Celsius. Then it increases the temperature and attains a final temperature. We don't know what is. I'll write it here as capital T. Okay. It attained the final temperature. So here, two processes happening. Phase change and change in temperature. So here we will Q is equal to ml that we have to consider plus Q is equal to MC delta T for ice. When we open this bracket, we will get it as 42,000. 200 into 4.2 into 50 as 42,000 minus 200 into 4.2 as 200 into 4.2 into T, that is minus 840 T. Consider this as a first equation. Okay, so left side is over. Now we see what happens with the ice. So I am consider it as Q2. Q2 is equal to melting is happening plus it increases its temperature. So M into L, M of ice plus after melting what happens? The same amount of ice is changing into water. So mass of water, specific capacity of water, then change in temperature. Okay. Now we'll substitute the value as mass 40 into 336 plus mass of water again 40 into 4.2 and change in temperature. It increases from 0 degrees Celsius to that final temperature. So we don't know what is the final temperature. So we will write it as T minus 0. The 0 factor can be avoided. When we open this, we will get it as 440 plus 168 T. Consider this as a second equation. Okay. Now we'll equalize Q1 and Q2. So 42,000 minus 840 T is equal to 13,440 plus 168 T. So in both sides we have unknown factor T. We will keep it in one side and rest of the factors we will rearrange. So 42,000 minus 13,440 is equal to 840. This factor when it comes to left side become negative and this negative will become positive. Plus 168 T. So T is an unknown factor. So T is, we will get 28560 is equal to 1008 T, or T is equal to 28560 divided by 1008. Finally, we'll get 28.33 degree Celsius. Let's see the sixth question. Sixth question, we have 250 gram of water at 30 degrees Celsius. It is contained in a vessel of 50 gram, and we have to add some ice to bring back the temperature to 5 degrees Celsius. So we have to find out the quantity of ice has to be added. So here we have to consider the water plus the container which we have taken. Okay. So here also we are using the principle of calorimetry. Heat energy lost is equal to heat energy gained by the ice cube. Let's do the problem. So we have mass of water 250 gram and the temperature of water is at 30 degree Celsius. Okay. And mass of container is given as, copper vessel is given as 50 gram. So we have taken the water at 30 degrees Celsius. So the temperature of copper vessel also can be considered as 30 degrees Celsius. Latent specific capacity is 336 joule per gram, and we don't know the mass of ice. We have to find the mass of ice. So first we will see the left side. Okay, consider Q1, heat energy lost by the water and the container. So it's equal to mc delta T mass of water plus mass of copper vessel C delta T. This is for copper vessel and this is for water. We substitute the values. 250 gram of water into specific heat capacity is 4.2, and specific capacity of copper vessel is given as 400 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Okay. 4.2, change in temperature 30 minus 5 plus second factor 50 gram into, here it is given as 400, we have to convert that into gram, divide by 1000. So it is 0.4. Same way the temperature difference is 30 minus 5. Final temperature is given as 5 degree Celsius, already given in the question. Okay. So when we solve, we will get it as 250 into 4.2 into 30 minus 5 is 25 plus 50 into 0.4 into 25. We will get it as 26250 plus 20, that is equal to 26270 joule. Consider this as a first equation. Now we will see the case of ice. So what happens to ice? Ice at 0 degrees Celsius first melt to water at 0 degrees Celsius. Then it reaches a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius water. Okay. So both process happens here, phase change and temperature change. So here we will get ml and here mc delta T. Okay. Now we will find out their value. So marking it as Q2 is equal to mass of ice into specific capacity. Then after melting it becomes water. So M into C into delta T. Here this delta T is 5 minus 0 will come, because the temperature difference is 5 and 0. So he will get M into 336 plus M into 4.2 into 5. So we will get 336 M plus 4.2 into 5 is 21. 21 M, or when we add it, we will get it as 357 M. This is our second equation. Now we are going to equalize. Q1 is equal to Q2. We will get it as 26270 is equal to 357 M, or M is equal to 26270 divided by 357, that is equal to 73.585 gram. So if you want to bring 250 gram of ice at 30 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius, we require 73.585 gram of ice. Let's go to the next problem. By seeing this problem, we feel little tough, but it's really easy. So what is happening is that through an ice block, we are drilling a hole, and through the hole, we are pouring water having temperature at 100 degrees Celsius. So while pouring the water, 2 kilogram of ice got melted. To find out how much quantity of water we require to melt that 2 kilogram of ice. Okay, so the mass of ice is given as 2 kilogram, and if it is in terms of kilogram, L is equal to 3,36,000 joule per kilogram. Okay, and the temperature is given as 100 degrees Celsius. So here also heat energy loss is gained by is equal to heat energy gain. Temperature loss the heat energy and ice receive the heat energy. So we'll write the equation. Q1 is equal to Q2. Q1 means that is related with the water. So mass of water into 4,200 into 100 minus 0, or else we will get MW into 4,20,000. Okay. Then consider this as a first equation. Now we'll see what is Q2. Q2 is it's not increasing its temperature, only melting is happening. So it's equal to M into L. M is given as 2 into 3,36,000 joule. This is our second equation. We will equalize this. Q1 is equal to Q2. We will get it as 4,20,000. M is equal to 2 into 3,36,000. Or mass of water is equal to 2 into 3,36,000 divided by 4,20,000. Okay. When we solve this, we will get that this is 3. When we solve, we will get 1.6 kilogram of water. If you want to melt 2 kilogram of ice with a water of temperature 100 degrees Celsius, we require 1.6 kilogram of water. Let's see our 8th problem. Eighth problem, we have to find out the total heat energy required to melt ice of 100 gram from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, mass of ice is equal to 100 gram. Initial temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius. It has to reach to final temperature at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, we'll start from here. We have ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so before melting, it has to reach to 100 degrees Celsius water. So initially it has to increase the temperature. Okay, so here temperature change, it comes to ice at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, here temperature change happens. So here I am marking it as Q1 is MC delta T. It absorbs the energy. Temperature change. Only temperature is changed. There is no state change. Once it reaches 0 degrees Celsius, what happens? It changes the phase or state. Now it comes to water at 0 degree Celsius. So this phase change, I am marking it as Q2. It's equal to M into L. Okay. Then it has to reach to 100 degrees Celsius water. Here also same material, only temperature got changed. So we have to use the equation Q3 is equal to MC delta T. So here we have to find Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Okay. So with this figure itself, we are going to find out what is Q1. We will find Q1 here Q1 is equal to mc delta T minus T to minus 10 to 0. Mass is 100. Here it is in the form of ice. So we have to consider the specific heat capacity of ice. C specific capacity is equal to 2.1 joule per gram Kelvin. Of water is 4.2 joule per gram Kelvin. Okay, so here it is in the form of ice. So we will consider 2.1 into 10 minus 0 minus 10. It's 10 only, 10. So we'll get the value as 21 into 100 is equal to 2100 joule. So Q1 is equal to 2100 joule. Now we'll find out how much energy here. So here Q2 is equal to mass is 100 into everything is given in terms of gram. So L is we can take it in the form of gram, 336 joule per gram. So 100 into 336, that's equal to 33,600 joule. Okay, so this is the second part. Now we'll see the third part, Q3. Okay, I'll write it here. Q3 is equal to temperature difference 0 to 100 degrees Celsius and it becomes water. So we have to consider this 4.2. So 100 into 4.2 into 100 will come. Finally, we will get it as right now 42,000 joule we will get it. So we found what is Q1, what is Q2 and what is Q3. Now we will find the total energy. So Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 equal to 2100 plus 33,600 plus 42,000. If we add, finally we will get 77,700 joule. So 100 gram of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius, if it have to reach to 100 degrees Celsius water, it has to absorb or it requires 77,700 joule energy. We'll do our last problem. So in our last problem, 200 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius completely got melted into water at 0 degrees Celsius within 1 minute. Okay, so we have to find out how long it takes to reach 20 degrees Celsius. Within 1 minute, the entire 200 gram ice melted. Now we have to find out the time taken to reach 20 degrees Celsius. So the mass of the ice is equal to 200 gram. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay. So first we will see how much amount of heat energy it absorbed to convert into water. So Q is equal to M into L. 200 into 336. We'll get the value as 67200 joule. So in 1 minute, it absorbed 67,200 joule. Now we'll find out for 1 second how much energy required. Energy required for 1 second is equal to 67200 divided by 60. We will get it absorbed 1120 joule. So that means ice in 1 second it absorbed 1120 joule. Now we have to find out how long it takes to reach 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, so second one, the temperature change from 0 to 20 degrees Celsius. We'll find out the total amount of energy. Okay, mc delta T, mass is 200 because same quantity ice is melted. 200 into 4.2 into change in temperature 0 and 20. So the difference is 20. Okay, when we solve it, we will get the answer as 1600 16,800 joule. Okay, so reaching from 0 to 20 degrees Celsius, it required 16,800 joule. What is our question? We have to find out the time taken to reach 20 degrees Celsius. So for that, what we have to find out? We know that 1 second, how much energy it requires. So we'll divide with this factor, we'll get the time factor. So the time is equal to 16,800 divided by 1,120. That is equal to, when we solve it, we'll get as 15 seconds. So reaching from 0 degrees Celsius water to 20 degrees Celsius water, it needs 15 seconds. So few problems I worked out here. Refer your test book, additional reading test book, previous year question papers. Do and practice more problems. We are using only 2 equations, but the way how the question comes will be different. Only through the practice you can do the problem within the limited time for your board papers. Thank you.